Yeah, I've done that before.
You have. That's true. That's pretty great. Um, yeah. Yeah, Sparks is like in his Omega Strikers era right now. He's washed. Oh, I'm not staying on comms. I'm waiting for Akashi. So as long as MSB's oh, there he is. Okay,
It's
bye-bye.
Akashi.
That's me. That's me. I'm that guy.
On today's episode of it's the 100th one, and we've got brunch, but not the kind you can eat.
And we got w0wells.
Maybe if you're vegan.
w0wells.
Game 1, merch report. Top 8.
Top 8. This is loser set, I believe. And I mean, like, Brunch is, I would have maybe expected to see in, like, winner side, but I'm glad that, like, he sort of brought it together and kept himself composed to make it to top 8.
And then w0wells beat Sparks.
That is a pretty big one, yeah.
Well, we got NATO.
Yeah, NATO right off the top. Goodbye. I'm glad w0wells is sort of embracing, like, yeah, you know, you can just kind of do that as Wrastor. Like, a lot of people
instantly sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of people forget that, like, NATO off the top is just like a thing that Wrastor can and probably should be doing a good amount of the time. But, you know, Wrastor just has a ton of ways to murder you.
Well, I was a little distracted by getting rid of the seed there. Probably should have just done a backward slipstream to handle that one instead of running all the way over.
Yeah, he's jumping when he does these slipstreams too, so it's going just outside of the range of the flowers. It's kind of
there's really no reason to do a jump slipstream unless you want that extra little mobility. They took out the thing where you short hop slipstream and go over their head and gives you a dash dance and slip anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it has to be pixel perfect if you want to do the if you want to get it both on the platform and on the ground. So more often than not, it's just better to either do it on the ground or do it on the platform height that you would prefer. But in this case, like, Brunch doing a great job just like edge guarding Wrastor right now, which is, I mean, something that I can imagine, like, Sylv is not really, like, known for being able to do super well against some of the air characters.
Yeah, but you could always go out there and throw the gigantic fair, and if they're not drifting all the way into the blast zone, that thing's their sweet spot.
True, yeah. Wrastor does have the ability to kind of do that. He has the luxury since he has good aerial drift, but in this case, w0wells being again a little bit intimidated by the large hitboxes and not wanting to die to maybe like a down air off the bottom, because if you hold in too much on fair, that's just gonna happen. Every forward air right now is just leading to, like, such a good advantage state and such a good mix-up.
All right, hanging on for now.
For now, 99% is kind of at that nice little sweet spot where Wrastor's gonna try and go for the big clap instead of into something devious like maybe a falling up air. All right, now they're both just kind of dash dancing, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Ooh, gets the dash attack.
Oh, too deep. Brunch has advantage.
Oh, Brunch on stage right now. This is big. Goes for a seed. Doesn't try to stop the approach back on the stage with the forward air. Just jumps off stage with a back air. That's insane.
Doing the Wrastor thing to Wrastor.
Yeah, big forward air. Back off stage once again. Has to find a way back onto the solid ground. Good DI on the forward air. Not going to do it. Oh, man, just to get back on the stage.
Just can't get a good handle on a move that'll actually kill here.
Yeah, gets the...
Oh, no. All right, good DI.
I respect the up B out of the immediate tech, but that might actually wind up costing the game.
Jab eats the slip.
Yeah, eats the slip and sends w0wells back on stage. Oh, there we go.
Finally take it.
Yeah, forward air into the up air, gonna close that one out. That was wild. The jab feed took out the slipstream and hit Wrastor at the same time. Who said that move isn't useful?
Just hold it down. What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly. Like, they go into the hitbox. It's that simple. All right, w0wells kind of picking the Tower of Heaven.
Oh yeah.
I like this kind of pick. I mean, it's a pretty neutral stage all around. A lot of characters like it, but Wrastor's never really gonna go wrong on a triplat, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. You dash attack off those, you win neutral. It's a good time.
yeah, for sure. I mean, really, right now it seems like w0wells is trying to go kind of toe to toe with Wrastor, or with Sylvanos, and oh god, 4 back.
Neutral has not looked all that tough for either player. Both of them getting reasonable hits. The problem for w0wells has been getting the claps out.
Yeah, and that can be kind of the trouble when your opponent has, like, really varying DI, or at least, like, when they know that they're gonna get hit. Nice back there into the clap. Gonna close out that first stock pretty confidently.
Yeah, not a lot of room for Brunch and DI there. Would have had to be all the way in the blast zone.
And that is kind of Wrastor's like special little trait, is that he can just kind of force you into these really nasty DI mix-up situations where if you're not ready or if you're not preemptively guessing, you're kind of just done. Nice forward.
Do it right back though against the lightweight. Sylvanos may not be able to kill, but Wrastor is very capable of dying.
Exactly. And I mean, Sylvanos has always kind of had like the forward air forward.
Okay, my Discord crashed, so I'm just gonna sub in for them for a moment.
Hello again. Production has returned triumphantly.
They're playing rivals in game 2.
Here we go.
On Tower Heaven.
Well, no, that happens to me too sometimes. I'm not really sure why. It chugs and then just crashes for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
but...
Discord has terrible memory leak issues. I make sure to close it every time it's stuttering even a little bit and restart it. Legit saves like a whole gig of memory.
Yeah,
anyway,
right now, in that like... Yeah, I was gonna say, in that 10-second like gap of stream lossage, Brunch lost a whole stock and is now sitting at 72 on the last one. Wow's doing a great job here. Still alive at 132, which for Wrastor is, I mean, kind of a blessing, because we all know fastest character can sometimes just explode.
And a nasty DI mix on that last one there, laddering all the way up to the up strong.
Yeah, no, great recognition too to go for that up strong. Sometimes you get a little bit too caught up in what you might need to do to finish it off, but Wow is just cleaning it up nice and professional. Brunch kind of picking to Spirit Tree is interesting. Not a lot of Sylvs I feel like counter pick here.
Yeah, right? This seems pretty rare. Usually Sylvanos would want like a hideout.
Yeah, hideout, maybe like Frozen or something.
Fire Capital.
Yeah, I mean, I get that it's like a smaller stage, so I mean, again, Wrastor will still kind of die pretty early to at least like carry us off the top, but neutral is also just kind of a nightmare because overhang platforms and a generally small stage with really small blast zones all around, so kind of like that. Just a quick 52. I was gonna say free, but like that's not really free. Well, I was doing a fantastic job. Just even these trades are really good for him right now, but
almost.
You know, maybe I should have like emphasized like, yeah, no, Wrastor can die early on the stage. That tipper back are almost coming at 52 off the side.
Resources here just has to do the struggle jumps with the NATO and the up B.
Yeah, but some of these moves sending Walls high, allowing him to get back to stage. Yeah,
funny hitbox. Die.
Yeah, and you die for unfortunate. Wallace taking the first stock again. Funnily enough, I think that was off of the sour back air, knocking Wallace high enough to sort of reassess the situation. You know. That is
like Wallace had a lot of time to decide the best move there. Really good Wrastor fundies.
Yeah, I think that does kind of. No, unfortunately, Wallace DIing out just enough. He almost lived that back air at 150.
Right? Any other character would have lived that back air, and even Wrastor too, apparently, with the Galaxy not coming off.
Yeah, Dan saying otherwise. These dash attack tech chases are doing some good damage, but again, like, it's kind of just that. It's a tech chase into a dash attack that's not really getting anything right now. Which, I mean, for Wilds, it's pretty good because it means that, like, okay, I'm minimizing the damage I get hit by every single time that, like, Brunch is really getting in.
I was getting a little creative with this punishes right here. Oh boy, there goes the spike on stage. It's no good though.
Yeah. Up air, yeah, but great DI there from Wells.
Yeah, right. That was right in the middle. That could have stepped anywhere. And if Wells shows wrong, that's dead.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's super easy for a featherweight to choose that, but great down tilt into the reverse clap. Gets the sweet spot. Dan's gonna lose.
Great angle on that clap, just getting the sweet spot. Sour would not have killed at all. Yeah. Wow's with a stock lead here. Brunch starting to figure out why this character got 7 top 8 spots at 2 genocide.
Woo! Yeah, never forget Genesis 7. For this character, 4 out of the, I believe it was 4 or 5 out of the 8 top.
4 out of 8.
4, yeah, half of top 8 was just this character. And Wall's doing a great job showing just why that is.
Yeah, the loser side of top 8 was 3 Wrastors and me.
Otherwise known as Hell.
I was having a time. Alright, is this a run back here?
This is a run back. I don't know if you saw what I saw. This is game 4.
There was a sight to behold.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be a really wild one. Oh no, yep, that's a classic.
Someone might need to take fresh to counterpick school.
Yeah, unfortunately, already 15 seconds in and down a stock. Oh no, this is rough. Right, gets out of the corner, but Wow's just immediately putting the pressure back on, just dropping down with down air after down air. Gets a nair, converts. Ooh!
Oh god.
Leans into it too. That's rough.
Okay, Brunch needs it.
No,
you know what? All right.
wanted to go out on his terms, and I respect
Congrats
that.
to w0wells. That's a good win.
Yeah, w0wells taking a 3-1 over Brunch. Pretty dominating last game there.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to losers quarters. On the other side of losers,